Okay, well, I'm going to install a left passenger headlamp on a Cadillac XTS. First thing we will do is clamp this shield off here. This thing, it's just in place just with clips, so you can just pop it off. Take that thing off. Move it out the way. And then what we'll do is take these 3 nuts out. This one, and this one. We'll take those out. Okay, once you take these 3 screws out, then you're going to pop your side thing here. Plastic it's right on top of the light. Pop that plastic out, it pops right out. So you can screw this one screw right here, which is the top of the light. Okay, after you take out these 3 screws, now we're going to go over and take out these 3 as well. We got 1, 2, 3. Take those 3 screws out as well. Okay, next we're going to go in front of the passenger wheel. Make sure you go in your car, start it up, and turn your wheel all the way to the left so you can have room for this. Then when the wheel is turned all the way left, you see right in front of the wheel you have 4 screws right here. So you unscrew these 4 screws, and then you could pull this flap back so you could see what else you have to get to in there. Okay, once you screw those out, then you can open this thing up, and you have 1 bolt right there. That bolt right there, you screw that out, it's facing up. You screw that out. Okay, now we're going to go to the bottom of the bumper. We see we have the gray flap that's on the bottom of the bumper, and it goes all the way across. Now what we're going to do here is go under here. There's about 9 bolts that I take out under here. There's 9 bolts. You just screw them out because they're attached to that gray flap and the bumper, so you could be able to loosen the bumper up. And you could see under, if you could see where the bolts will go under there, that's where you take the bolts out, and it's about 9 of them. I usually do it. I usually take out the 9 that's under there, and it should be to the middle, and that would be your 9 bolts. You just take all 9 out. But if you want to, you could take out all the bolts under there, even to the driver's side. Take out all the bolts under the bumper, which would be about 18 bolts. You could take all of them off, so you could take the whole bumper off, and of course on top, instead of doing just the left side, you could do the right side and take those bolts off, and you could take the whole bumper off. But I'm just focusing on the left side because I could replace the light by just taking, doing just the left side. So I would do just this side. Then when it comes to under the bumper, I'll just do the 9 under here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the middle, and then that will loosen up my bumper for me. Okay, once that's done, now you could go to the side right here where your orange light at. It's go on the side, and you could pop it open. It just snaps open. You could pop it open, just pop it loose like that. It's still attached in the middle, but it's loose now. You could pop it all loose. I get a flathead screwdriver, and then this little piece right here, pop that loose. You could kind of lift it up. You can see where it's attached. You lift it, pop it loose. And you go to the side with a screwdriver, pop this part loose. And once you got those 3 sections loose, then now I would just get a towel or something just so I don't scratch the side of my car. I just get a towel, you know, kind of hang it right here. Hang that part down, open a bumper. Just put the towel through that section so this part just won't scratch your car. So I would just do that, put a towel right there so it won't scratch my car. And now we all loose. Got the bumper halfway loose right here, just enough so we could get in and untighten these screws. We see the first screw we're going to tighten is right here on the bottom of the light, way to the left. There's a screw right there. You're going to loosen that one, and then if you pull the bumper back a little harder, you have a screw inside right there. You can't see it, but you know, that's why I do it. Pull the bumper half off so I could just pull it back. Then I can take that screw off right here. You got one more screw right there you take off on the right side of the light at the bottom. And then now you got your light loose. Okay, now that you have your 2 screws out the side, the screw from the right side of the bottom and also your screw from up top is off. So now you can just pop your light out. Now the whole light is loose, you can just pop it out. And I usually start from this part right here because it's attached, it's connected through this part right here. So I would just either you could use a flathead, put it under there, pop it out. Now once this is loosened out, now your whole light is loose. So you have your bumper loose. You also have your light loose now. So now you can loosen your light, pull it over, and you will have your connectors here under this part once your whole light is loose. So now you can loosen your light out. Now you just go to the back right here and take this plug out, because that's your plug that's connected to your lights. I think that's the... Okay, so now we see once you get your 3 bolts taken off, we see we have a bolt on the side, we have another bolt on this side, then there's a bolt on top. Once you get those 3 bolts taken off, the next thing you have to do is take 2 plugs out. You're going to have 2 plugs that's still connected to the light. You have a plug that's going to be on top behind here that you have to disconnect, and you also have a plug on the bottom that you have to disconnect. The plug will connect right there. So we see, to disconnect this top plug, all you will really need is like a flathead screwdriver, and you just put it through. There's going to be a red clamp right here on the side that's clamped, that's keeping the plug together. You just use your flathead screwdriver to open up that clamp. Once the clamp pulls off, and opens up, then the connector will come right off. Then for the bottom connector, the bottom plug, it goes in this piece right here on the bottom of the back of the light. And we see with that plug right there, all you will have to do is, you could still use like a flathead screwdriver. Just put your flathead on the connector, lift it off, and it'll slide right off. So the bottom one is a little more smaller and more easy to come off. The top one is a little difficult and different, but as long as you get your flathead, put it on the side of the red clamp, apply the red clamp open. Once the red clamp opens, then that plug comes right off. So that's all you will need. Once you get your 3 bolts, your 3 bolts off from the side, then the other bolt from that side, then the bolt that's on top. Get those 3 bolts off. Get your 2 plugs disconnected. Then your whole light should be ready to just pull right out. You can just pull it out. And the best way to get this plug loose from the back of your lights is to get a screwdriver. Put your screwdriver through there and just kind of ply it loose, and you'll see it starting to open up. You can push it open, then once it gets open enough, you can just pull it open, and then you could pull your light right out because now it's loose. Pull it out some more to where it's all the way out now, and then now your light is ready to pull off. Then it comes right off. As long as you get this thing loose, you see how it goes in. You just gotta make sure you go behind it. Make sure you go behind it with some flathead screwdrivers and just plow it out. Plow it so it can open up. Once you put the screwdrivers through there to open it up, it just push right out, then it comes right off. Okay, now we have our whole headlight assembly uninstalled from our car. So now the next step is we have to make sure we swap out our HID bulb and also our ballast. Make sure you swipe that out and put it on your new aftermarket headlight, because most aftermarket headlights don't come with your bulb, your HID bulb, and it don't come with your ballast. So you have to make sure you swipe it from your old one to the new one before installing your new one. Or if you already bought a brand new HID bulb and a brand new ballast, then you could just install your brand new bulb and ballast on your new headlight assembly. So for the ballast, it's pretty simple. This how it will look. That's your ballast right there with the 3 screws, 1, 2, then a 3 on the top. Pretty simple. Then that's your HID bulb. So for your ballast, once you take your old light off, just make sure you swap your ballast. I just unscrewed it here, unscrewed it there, unscrewed it there. Then the ballast will just pop off. It just connects to those connectors. It will just pop off, then you just, swap it and put it on your new light. Then also for the HID bulb, the same thing. You just open it here and you would disconnect it. Make sure you twist it to the right, then take it out. You have to be very careful. And I'll give you an example right now. So now we could twist this to the left, open. Now we have to take off our HID light. So how we take our light bulb off is you click these sides. You just click one side open and click the other side. You could use a flathead screwdriver as well and hit that, open it, kind of ply them open, and it should pop right off. Then now you take your light, twist it to the left, should twist one bit. Then once it twists like that, it should be ready to pull out. Make sure you don't touch your light bulb, just pull it right out. Don't let your light bulb right here, don't let that touch anything. Take it right off, and then you would put it back into your other one. Okay, I got my new light in. Everything's good. Just put it back in, put your light in. Put everything back together the way you took it apart. Then that's pretty much it. Here's my old one, my new one. Alright, so thanks for watching. Hope this helps.